So here's the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru Usman, and there is no taking this man's legacy away from him. I know he was disappointed with that Leon Edwards fight, but this man is going to get his roses, his Hall of Fame night. Still has a lot to accomplish, though, at least in his mind, right here, right now.
When you watch him in that fight, you still feel as though he was the best. He was winning the fight, and he got hit with a beautiful head kick by Leon Edwards. Kamaru Usman possesses all the skills, and that was one of the conversations we had. I said, I'm very proud as a brother of what you become. He has everything: cardio, he has striking, he has wrestling. He's just a tremendous mixed martial artist. He just has to rebuild back to that championship level, and that starts tonight.
And you wonder if that result against Leon Edwards could actually be a benefit for Usman moving forward. We're going to get some answers here in short order. Ready to battle and take home that elusive UFC gold. Doubt him now, folks. Doubt him now. The undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Dricus du Plessis. And even though, of course, he wanted to beat Israel Adesanya for the title, it ended up being Sean Strickland. This man's the best in the world. And he has had knockers and doubters every step of the way. They knocked his cardio. They knocked his grappling. The man can fight. The man's a born fighter, as are a lot of individuals who grow up in South Africa. And now that he's the champion, in theory, he's 20 to 30% better. We'll see if the incumbent can get dethroned here tonight. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. The veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dricus du Plessis.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, early round action here. Let's see how soon Kamaru Usman chooses to shoot. He talked to us a lot midweek about his jab and his overall improvements when it comes to his boxing game. So perhaps that's just pre-fight hyperbole, but midweek he talked like a man who wanted to box more than he wanted to wrestle here tonight. Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent.
Oh, nice.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Usman's back in full mount. And very effective with the ground and pound.
Oh, big elbow.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Another ground and pound strike lands. Oh, another heavy shot gets through. Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Usman. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Oh, this is some high-level, efficient, effective ground and pound by Usman.
And there you go, again, half guard. Nice shots landing from the top position.
Nice move in the half guard. Shades of Daniel Cormier slicing through that guard.
Unbelievable. I love it. Like a knife through butter. What a great job passing.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Beautiful transition.
All right, side control now.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Plessis.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently. He passes to half guard. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Under 30 seconds.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round, saved by the bell. So back to the stool, mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
Yeah, man, you see two high-level grapplers going after it. One guy gets an advantage, the other guy always has a response. We thought it was over. A lesser opponent would have been submitted, but these two are two of the best grapplers in the entire UFC.
Usman gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention.
Oh, nice dude up and down. More strikes to the head. Beautiful jab there by the champ. Oh, nice level change.
Hammer fist here by Usman. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kamaru here.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Now the hammer fist here by Kamaru Usman. The ground strikes continue to pile up. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway.
Right.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah. And everything's landing with so much power.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top.
Great shot from the top position.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
Oh, right into mount. In the half guard.
Lands the ground and pound strike here. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches in bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Du Plessis back in full guard.
And there you go. Again, half guard. Getting him out here. Now he's got a good body position. Yup.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here.
Great job landing from the top position.
2 rounds in the books.
He's beating you on the ground. He's not hurting you too bad, but we can't allow that to happen. We've got to get back up to our feet. The guard is awesome.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight. Oh, big hook, that'll sting. Straight right is there. Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Double leg lands. Oh man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to keep this pace over and over as he hits these takedown attempts. Now he's going full mount.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut is opened up.
Lands with the ground and pound.
This is where he wants to be. Using a lot of good movement. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Usman's in half guard. Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Usman's right back to the full mount. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Good work from the top here by Kamaru.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter. Oh.
Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman.
There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Final seconds. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity, no attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's gonna make it hard for him to see. He's gotta change something, man, he's got to.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't really have a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go to that extra 10 minutes.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Kamaru. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Ground and pound strike there now. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. Usman's hook shot blocked, though, by the defense. Nice job getting that guard up to prevent any further damage. Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Plessis is doing a nice job there. You saw him raise the guard to block that offering from the opponent. Don't want to sustain any more damage on that cut that has already been opened up. Oh, he might be a one-eyed fighter before too long. That right eye starting to shut. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Plessis in half guard now. Continuing to work out of the half guard.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Under a minute now to go in this one. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
Oh, right into mount.
Relentless pressure from the top by Usman.
Oh,
Fight
nice
back.
elbow.
Fight back.
Usman's got his back yet again. Oh, he just continues to attack that cut around the eye. Gotta think his vision's compromised now.
As he should, right? He sees the blood poured into his opponent's eyes. His opponent now is squinting, trying to maintain his line of sight. He has got to continue to go at that cut right now.
20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go.
All right, this is it. 5 more minutes, the last round. That's all we need is to keep doing the same thing you've been doing. Keep wrestling.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. All right, DC, here we go with our next round. And how about the ground and pound skills in the previous round? His opponent better make some adjustments or Mom's not going to recognize him.
You're funny. He's got no actions to change this because this guy on top is so good with his pressure. He's not even controlling your body with his hands. And that's... Oh!
That'll do it! Kamaru Usman!
Yo, wow! That was nasty!
All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 46 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
Man, Usman's feeling his power, and why not? Another knockout for the former welterweight champ tonight.
Yeah, beautiful knockout by Kamaru Usman.